Hey guys, ForTheAfro Reviews here, and today I'll be reviewing chapter 900 of One Piece. And first things first, I want to say congratulations to Oda. 900 chapters, that's insane. So it's been over 20 years, like, insane. Awesome, awesome feat by Oda. So for this chapter, we actually get two color pages. One's the cover of Shonen Jump, I believe. Has Luffy and Nami and Chopper looking, good, just good art of them. And then for the other color page, we get a spread of Luffy and the Straw Hats along with all the minks. And it's a pretty cool page. We have like basically every mink that we care about, and even Pedro, which is good to see. Miss Pedro, although I don't want him to come back to life. He needs to remain dead. As we start chapter 900 proper, we get Big Mom immediately just devouring the wedding cake. And this is great. We've been waiting for freaking ever for this wedding cake to pay off. So it's good to see Big Mom finally freaking stuffing her face with it. We also see Chiffon, who's being carried by Beige and his castle tank ability. Chiffon's kind of remembering the cooking process since she was part of that with Sanji and Pudding, and she's remembering that when she was like pretty much telling Sanji like why are you acting so happy right now, because Sanji seems to be enjoying the cooking. Sanji just has so much confidence in his cooking, and he enjoys it so much that he can't help but smile, and I enjoy seeing that about his character and kind of returning to the roots of him. Just he's a chef first and foremost, and that's why he's enjoying this so much. This is like a really high stakes cooking battle basically. On the next page, we get the reaction shots of Big Mom eating the cake. She like falls over at first, and then we see like everyone kind of worrying, like Sparrow and stuff, all being worried. They're like, oh my gosh, is it poisoned or something? But we actually see this really detailed shoujo-looking panel of Big Mom, and she's just in bliss. She absolutely loves the cake. Obviously, Sanji made it. Big Mom even states that she's so happy that she could just die right there. So, I mean, if Beige did want to poison the cake, at least she would have been okay with dying. I mean, it tastes delicious. But yeah, obviously there's no poison in it. Sanji wouldn't allow that. She says that though, and I just find that kind of funny because no one is trying to assassinate her right now, as opposed to earlier in the arc. Big Mom just shouts that this is the wedding cake she's been looking for, essentially, and then we see Sparrow and all the citizens kind of reacting like, yes, like, thank God, they were thinking this was a miracle, and then it just happened. So they're all, from their perspective, this is like insanely miraculous, and they're super excited about it. Of course, from the viewer's perspective, we knew Sanji made an amazing cake and that he wouldn't allow it to be poisoned, so we were just waiting for it. But Sparrow and all of them, they're just amazed right now. So it's cool to see all the reactions and whatnot. And then Sparrow goes to, announce it via Den Den Mushi to everyone that, like, she will not rampage anymore. An important detail of Sparrow's announcement is that he says the 35th daughter of the Charlotte family, Pudding, was the one that made the cake, was like the head chef in charge of the cake, and that's not true. Sanji was, and Pudding just helped along with Chiffon. So Sparrow doesn't know that, but Sanji's not getting credit, and Pudding feels terrible about that. We see a shot of her, and she looks really down. This also could be, this is the first time we've seen her since Sanji and her separated, so it's possible that she like erases memories and she's feeling bad about that too. Like I'm not sure, but I really, really hope not. That would suck for Sanji, but I can totally see it happening. We transition to a scene around the shores of Cacao Island, and we see the Sun Pirates assaulting the Big Mom Pirates and holding them off. Daifuku and Smoothie are really surprised by what's happening, of course. And the Sun Pirates actually make a straight up just path straight through for the Straw Hats to go through. So it seems like they are good to go. And it's at this point in the chapter where I'm like, all right, everything's wrapping up. I like how this is going. This is all makes sense. They had to get out somehow. And I was expecting the chapter to go really well from this point forward, since Big Mom liked the cake and everything. But damn, does this chapter get dark. Jinbei then realizes that, of course, the Sun Pirates were the ones that were helping them earlier and removing the territorial sea slugs so that they weren't being able to be tracked down right at the beginning of the chase between the Big Mom Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates. Luffy then comments that he thinks that the Sun Pirates are amazing. So to begin the train of just bad shit that starts to happen in this chapter, we get Oven coming out of the mirror world. Obviously, Brule is now back on the Big Mom Pirate side. She's not being held by the Straw Hats anymore, so they can make use of her ability. Oven mentions that Brule has brought bullets that work against the Germa to Cacao Island, which are the candy jacket bullets that Pudding was using earlier in the arc. She shot Reiji with one, so we know they work. It's not just that they think or anything. Like, we've seen them work before, so that's not good for them. The Straw Hats and the Sun Pirates are having a nice goodbye. Aladdin saying like, "See you guys. Like, thank you for everything, for helping Jinbei. Whatever." But Oven is having none of this. He uses his technique Hot Sea Hell, and he boils the sea, the ocean, like immediately in a huge range. A big enough range that all the Sun Pirates got hit, I think even some of his ships got hit, and Wadazume got hit. In addition to Oven's attack, we also see Monteor get a message that the Queen Mama Chanter has almost arrived, and that's the main ship of the Big Mom Pirates. So it's a really big, really powerful pirate ship. It's actually a homie, so it's even alive and can probably aim way better because it's a living ship. And the Strawhats got away from it once before, but everything's a lot more hectic right now, so don't quite know about that. We cut back to Puff's Island, and we see Big Mom make this goofy-ass face after eating some more of the cake, and she actually begins singing a song, and it's, really Disney of her. As Big Mom is kind of just singing in ecstasy about how great this cake is and whatnot, we see the Queen Mama Chanter arrive and start shooting at the ships around the Straw Hats. It's getting really close to them, and it's way bigger than the Straw Hat ship. We also see the bullets that Brûlé brought over to shoot the Germa being used. It's kind of like a Gatling gun, and it's doing real damage. We see that they're bleeding and whatnot, so it's hurting them. They're not in the advantage anymore as they were in the chapter I think it was like 2 chapters ago. They clearly had the advantage and were like taking everyone by surprise and whatnot, but that's not happening anymore. They are being dealt with swiftly. Big Mom's having kind of a hallucination, half flashback of back on her birthday when she cannibalized all of her friends and Mother Caramel. This cake is so delicious that it's actually reminding her of that happiness that she felt when she was eating that cake. Next, we see a huge shot taken to the Germa castle, like a huge chunk of it's taken out, and then we see Judge standing off against what looks like Snack. And that's not good for him, because I don't think he's at Snack's level. Snack is a commander level. I mean, maybe, but I have no idea. I don't subscribe to Judge Top 5 or anything. And as if enough bad stuff hasn't happened in this chapter, the ending dropped my jaw, and I'm sure a lot of yours. The Big Mom's main ship, the Queen Mama Chanter, shoots the Straw Hat ship, and it explodes, and then we see the flag at the end in the water. Like it blew up. It exploded. I mean, there's a bunch of possibilities. Like, there's no way the story ends right here. Obviously, Luffy and the Straw Hats are good, but how? How in the hell is that possible? Maybe like I've seen some people say maybe Nami used a mirage or something, but then like the explosion would have went right through the mirage and then exploded on the water, and it wouldn't have hit the ship. The ship got hit. I mean, maybe they hit a different ship that looks like the Sunny, but that doesn't seem very likely since we can't see the Sunny in that shot at all. I'm still kind of at a loss. It's so confusing. Oda is the king of being unpredictable. You think you have stuff figured out, you think the arc's going to wrap up in this really predictable way, and of course, no, it does not, ever. What makes this sequence all the greater is that the entire time the Straw Hats and like all their allies are going through all this hell, Big Mom's just in bliss and so excited and happy about this wedding cake. She's singing a dance number, and like everyone's, all the homies are like there, like just dancing and singing with her and everything, having this great time. And the Straw Hats and all their allies are getting decimated. The sea is boiling. Like I have no idea. Maybe the Straw Hats dived underwater with their ship, but then that's not possible because the sea is boiling. Like, I don't know how they got out of it, guys. I really don't. Usually I would try to make it like, at least 1 or 2 plausible things that I think could happen, to like actually like be a solution. But like all the things I've thought of so far, I just immediately have debunked myself, been like, that's not possible because of this or that. So I'm just not even gonna try. I'm just gonna enjoy seeing what Oda, has to offer next chapter, and how the hell the Straw Hats got out of this, because I know it's gonna be really cool. I haven't felt like this since Big Mom had that giant wave and they did like the wave riding thing. I thought that was awesome. That was really creative, and I can see Oda doing something really creative again, obviously in a totally different manner. Alright guys, that'll do it for me. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching my video if you're still around. Every view does count. It's still a pretty new channel, and I appreciate all of them, every view. One Piece is on break next week, so no One Piece review next week, but the week after I will return and try to get it out as early as possible for you guys. So until then, see ya!